strike again. Ordell. Offside, gets past the fielder at point inside the circle, but picked up by the sweeper out there inside the boundary, and just the single scored.
Ordell off the mark, scored 23 of 21 in game one before being dismissed, trying to lift the run rate in chase of the 177 set by NT Strike.
One swung away down to long on. There's a fielder back there. We'll get to him on the bounce. So just the single again. And, pretty tidy over, although the ball's been swung out near the boundary. It's all gone straight to fielders on the bounce. And one ball left in the over. Just 5 runs conceded so far. Beats the outside edge of the bat. There's something of an appeal, but I think they're just pretty happy to get the dot ball in the end, and so 5 runs coming from Ahmed's first over, and after the 6 overs, Nepal 2 for 49.
Just looks like a great cricket wicket, Stu. Looks like there's pace, a little bit in it for the quicks if they're able to get the seam bolts up right. We saw a little bit of spin in the first over from Hassan, so there's something in it for everyone.
Yeah, I went out and had a look at it before play started today, and plenty of grass on it, but it's hard, and yeah, terrific. Obviously, the scores from the earlier game indicate that it's a good pitch to score runs on. Just nudged down to mid-on. Single taken. Backable Hassan continues here, his second over. Nudged away on the leg side, they're looking for 2, but it's not going to happen, just a single. There's 1 for 4 in his first over, and very tidy so far. Struck away through the point area out to the offside, straight to the sweeper out there. So at the moment, Paul progressing in singles. They try to build this total, give themselves a chance at chasing down the target of 184. A big swing this time, just held that one back a little bit, I think, a bit slower, and swing missed the stumps, so a dot ball, clever bowling from Hassan. So nudged backward a point, and Ordell was keen to take off for the run, but was well protected behind point there and sent back wisely. One wide outside off stump, that'll be called wide. I think anticipating that Ordell was going to reach out and try to smash that one away. It's an appeal for caught behind here. Ordell's saying I didn't touch it. Umpire didn't think so either, and I'm sure the Bangladesh were really that convinced that it was out.
Stu, that run rate required hanging around 10, just ticked over. What do you think they'll be comfortable chasing at the back end of this innings?
Yeah, I think just about every game I've seen in the series so far, that the bowlers really tightened it up in the middle overs, and a lot of it's been with the spin. So, I think someone's just pushed away for another single. I think, if they can tick it over, and they wouldn't want to be scoring, wouldn't want to be needing to score more than 100 off the last 10, I wouldn't think. So, it's, they're 130 off the target now, so need to really start pushing it around and finding the off boundary. On the scoop here, it's gone high, straight over the wicket-keeper's head. I think it's one bounce over the rope, so there's the boundary that they are looking for. Cleverly played by the skipper, Pordell, and he gets his first boundary of the innings.
I was just about to say it. 2 off 7, is probably starting to feel a little bit of run rate pressure, but brings out the scoop, showing his ability to hit 360, and that just releases the pressure and the shackles on the captain Padal.
Just see the replay here, in position early and got his head out the way, scooped it beautifully. It's the vacant area. This one, a bit more bounce on that one, short of a length, and Cordell just trying to cut it away. Got a bit high on him over the bat.
I think you've been right, Stu. Spin has played just a crucial role through the middle overs so far. Bangladesh just using the one spinner of Hassan so far, so I'm sure that they'll have more that they can go to.
And trying to cut that one away and beaten outside the off stump. It's a good comeback from Ahmed after that scoop shot 4.
Almost a carbon copy there, just a little bit cramped for room to cut. Looks like he's trying to beat that backward point, maybe taking off too much there, Padal.
Coming back in at Cordell, and the best he can do is find the fielder there, so another dot ball, and we see, as we have done throughout, the towel coming out to try and keep the ball dry. Of course, around this time of night, the dew starts.
I think the Australian players who were here for the T20 internationals recently said it was the most dew they've ever experienced on a cricket ground.
Yeah. It comes in pretty quickly once the sun goes down. Gets this one away, and beautifully placed and timed, and that's what I think he's been trying to hit the cut shot a bit harder off the previous balls, and this one just waited back on that one, angled it down, and let the pace of the ball work off the bat and all the way down to the boundary at third man.
Yeah, great adjustment by Padal there. Missed out a couple of times by trying to hit the ball too hard in front of points, but then just glided that one using the pace, found the gap, and second 4 of the over, 9 off. Ahmed now has the figures of none, 14 off 2. The ball is 2 for 62 off 8.
This one pushed down to mid-off, they're off quickly for the single.
Ripon Mondol comes back to the crease for his second over, opens the innings earlier today. Second over, opens the innings earlier today.
short, hooked away, it's gone high in the air, fielder coming round, diving in the end to take it. I think he has taken it. It's Chowdhury that had to make a lot of ground and in the end had to dive to take the catch, but nicely taken. And the captain, Waddell, goes for... No, it's not. In fact, it's Sheik who's just trying to catch up with scores on the screen here. But the third wicket has fallen. We just see here it's a short ball trying to pull it away and gets it high on the bat and high in the air. And it's Waddell that's gone. Good catch in the end.
Well done to Mondole coming back into the crease. Just looked to beat for pace a little bit. Got cramped with that pull shot, hitting low to high. All he was able to do was sky the ball to about the ring field and well held as the fielder took good ground in his last couple of steps.
Yeah. And without the risk of repeating myself, this was always the danger, wasn't it? They'd start to lose wickets. They're three down in the ninth over, and at the halfway mark of the Bangladesh innings, they were 1 for 92. So they had wickets in hand to build the score up. This one's short, nudged away on the offside, no run there. That's new batsman to the crease,
Kushal Mala top scored in the first game, scoring 34 of 26, so he'll come to the crease with a bit of confidence and form behind him.
Again. Pushed away on the offside. Marlon looking to get the single, but sent back.
Slowly just running his fingers over that one, trying to use the cutters to get any sort of variation or changes out of this flat DXC wicket. Produced a whole lot of runs today.
Yeah, it's such an important weapon for the bowlers, isn't it? Just to be able to change things up with pace off and pace on and different variations, both fast and spin. Good line and length again, and this one just pushed up. Hit on. Again, no run, so
it happens quickly, doesn't it, Stu? The ball's just in danger of falling right behind the rate here. We were talking of being at 10s and probably comfortable, but one over of a wicket and one off, and suddenly you can start to the scores looking a bit alarming.
Yeah, that's right. It's a really good over for the Bangladeshis. They just swing a couple of changes, fine leg comes up inside the circle, and wicket goes out. Short ball cut away this time. Got a good piece of that. That's raced away to the boundary. So Marla be a lot happier with that, having struggled off the first three balls he's faced to get him away, but that one was in his zone and he's smacked it away behind point for 4.
We said that he might come to the crease in a little bit of form with a 30 in game 1, and that absolutely rocketed. He could not have timed that any better. A bit of pace, a bit of width from the pace of Mondole, and got on top of the bounce and flayed that away to the point boundary.
So Tofel Ahmed back in the attack from the airport end, DXC Arena. Outside the off stump, this one driven hard to the fielder at point. Slight misfield allows them to get through for the single. So Asif Sheikh gets off strike and takes his score to 24 from 21 deliveries faced.
Stu, are you a believer of taking the power surge early or trying to take it as late as possible.
Yeah, well, you want your best players to be able to take advantage of it. So if they're striking the ball well, I think that's probably the clue. But yeah, if you can take it earlier and take a bit of the pressure off yourself, maybe that's the best option. But we all know as well that in the power play, the power surge, people think they have to score runs and wickets can come as well. So
yeah, we saw that in the earlier game at TIO. Perth Scorchers were absolutely cruising, decided to take it and brought the Pakistan She-Hounds back into the game.
So this one driven hard out to mid-off, and this field again gets through, so they'll run, they'll come back for a second, might even push for a third. Here it's picked up, the throw comes in and prevents the third run. But yeah, with when he hits the ball, he hits it hard, doesn't he? Mala. That one, not much more than a push to mid-off, but it flew off the bat once again.
Looking strong and confident at the crease in his first 5 balls.
Again, just the timing, beautiful. This one fielded and you're able to jog through for a single. Certainly. I would think that Nepal would be hoping that these two can stay at the crease for a while. Both I think to be in pretty good form, so if they can hang around for 6 or 8 overs, it'll give them a big chance. This one on the leg side, worked into the infield. They're pushing hard, coming back for the second. The throw comes in. It's going to go all the way past, but
died his ground.
Stayed on the ground, and because after the throw went past the stumps, there was a misfield from the player backing up, so probably could have easily pinched a third run there. This one driven straight down the ground, this time straight back past the bowler. The fielder from long on coming around, it looks like he's done himself an injury here, and so some help needed, and they take the advantage to come back for a second run. But in a bit of trouble there.
Buckable Hassan is definitely called for the attention of the trainers. Not sure if it was a hamstring or as he just tried to bend down to collect that ball, which would be instant agony.
They'd be hoping that he's all right and can get back on the field, because he's an important bowler for them as well. But you see him limping away here. He's going to leave the field at least for a little while.
That will be the second substitute fielder, will it?
Yeah.
We've already lost one. I'm not sure if they returned or not, but could be the wars in the Bangladesh dugout down there. The medical team will be doing their work.
Afif Hussain was the other one that went off the field. I'm not sure that we've seen him back. This one outside the off stump, a swing, he's given out, caught behind. So didn't seem to be much of an appeal around the ground, but maybe just the bowler and the keeper. But a fine edge and through to the keeper, and Mohammad Asif Sheikh is gone, caught behind. Batted pretty well, 28 off 24 balls, but that's a wicket that they really couldn't afford to lose. Just look on the replay here, just down near the toe of the bat, wasn't it?
Wide delivery, throwing his arms at it, but it wasn't full enough to get on top of the bounce. A little edge, neatly taken by the keeper. Paul lose their 4th wicket just as they were starting to regain some ascendancy. 75 at the halfway mark with 10 overs gone. So we're waiting for the new batter to join at the non-striker's end. Kasul Mala on strike. He's the key for Nepal now.
This one just nudged into the onside. Run the first one hard, but not able to come back to the second. Batsman at the crease. Vendra Singh Perry.
Stu, I've found some stats on Kasul Mala. Holds the record for the fastest T20 international century with